Hello everyone, my name is Ryan Likes Pie, and welcome to the Pie Pack. Now, in the past few episodes, we have been planning to make Reactor, and today is finally the day. Today is the day of all days that we begin to make the Reactor. Now, we are going to make a 9x9 reactor. It's going to be a passive reactor from the Big Reactors mod. It's going to be amazing. So I have down here on a list, not on a clipboard in game because I don't like using those. So on the list in real life, I have a list of what we need. We're going to need 175 fuel rods, 522 reactor casings, 25 control rods, 6 power taps, 2 access ports, 1 reactor controller, and destabilized redstone. Now, per usual, I've done stuff off camera, so let's get to showing you guys that. So I've expanded this floor all the way across of clear glass. Now you can see all the way down. I've also decorated the room down here with stone bricks from the chisel mod and some redstone little blocks right here down, and this is where our reactor is actually going to go. So I'm going to be doing all of this on camera, so it will probably be in 2 parts. Now I've set up my magma crucible here, and this is we need destabilized redstone, and my internet is down, so we do not have our skin on, but that's not a big deal. But right now we are going to just make we're going to have a bit of lag here until any eye loads. We need to make at least a lot of our redstone. Okay, I know we're going to need, so 6 divided by 4 is 24, so with whatever's left right here, this is what we can make into blocks. Seven more, that's 14. There we go. We will make this into destabilized redstone by putting it into our magma crucible. That will go into our destabilized redstone drum. So I've also found this builder's wand. Now builder's wands, what they do is they're very useful if you have the block in your inventory of what is. It basically just builds for you. I'll give you a demonstration. So now some of you have been commenting on the room is uneven from the doorway. And there's a reason I did that, because I'm planning to have a power tap, and power taps are where the reactor power actually comes out. I'm planning to have a power tap right on about this block right here, and right above that is my energy cube and my cabling, and that is why. So it takes less cabling for me to power up the reactor to the rest of the building. So here's what we are going to do. So our digital miner has got up a ton of redstone. So this is our portal room. I've set up our portal guns here. It's a very nice little room. This one leads up to our thing here, and we actually have to start this again. I added coal to it because we need coal, and but we have got more redstone, iron than we will ever need. Bam. You see all that? That is what we have, and we already have over 1,000 ingots in our ME terminal. Anyways, so here is our 11 stacks of yellorium. So we're just going to have to take all of that, and hopefully we'll grab that up later. I actually just need to put this yellorium into the system, just because of the fact that I need it in the crafting terminal so I can do ease of crafting. So we need to be careful not to craft too much of the stuff and not too little of the stuff. So here's what we're going to do. So we're going to start on the list down. 175 fuel rods. So fuel rod from the Big Reactors mod. It's actually a yellorium fuel rod, so yeah, here we are. Okay, so we're also going to need some ooh, that's expensive in iron, but we have a lot of it. But we need graphite. I just remembered that, and so this is going to use up a lot of our coal, but in truth, we don't use a lot of it anyways, so, you know, So coal is just re-smelted up coal, so you just stick it into an alloy smelter, redstone furnace, whatever you have, smelt it right back up. It'll turn into graphite. Graphite is used for the reactor casings and the fuel rods. So what's amazing about this alloy furnace though is that it smelts in threes, so this should be easy. I do want to go back up and check on our digital miner though. So if we just check on this here, we are getting coal. What I'm afraid is that I think I've already mined out all the yellow right here, and if we turn out to need more yellow right, I'm gonna have to move this, and that means I'm gonna have to take away power from the rest of the facility if I need it. Which might not be such a bad thing, because while I'm making this, we don't need many machines, besides really the alloy smelter, and that's about it. I mean, we can always run like our enrichment chamber and okay, so that's probably not, that might be enough, might not be enough, you never know. We're gonna play it on this. Okay, so graphite, that is correct. See, this is what I'm saying. I'm going to do all of it on camera. I know my commentary might be boring at times, but just try to bear with me here. I'm going to split it into parts so you won't have to watch like a really long, hour-long segment. They're all going to be uploaded on different days, like the daily uploads. So if we just go fuel rod here, and we are going to need 175, which is 3 stacks. Woo! 7 down. Yeah, we're gonna definitely need some graphite. You know what? Yeah, we're just gonna let that smelt up here. But we're also going to switch out our power supply here to charcoal. And we're going to make this go even faster. By switching it up with our furnaces. No, bad. There's that. There's that. There's that. There's that. Okay, so that is going to start smelting up into graphite, as well as the other stuff that we have will be smelting up into graphite as well. So we've got our graphite, which we're going to need a ton of, but we do have a lot of coal, which I am glad that we do. And we'll just clear that out here while we're waiting for our graphite. And so this reactor is going to produce tons of power. It's definitely not going to be the most efficient reactor in all of the history of reactors, but it will at least get the job done. And while we're at it here, let's get the small stuff out of the way that we only need one of. So we're going to need a reactor controller. A reactor controller from Big Reactors, which is actually reactor casing, which that's going to be our first little batch there of it. With a diamond and 1 redstone, so boom, reactor controller. That's done. We good. Okay, so actually what we're going to do is I'm thinking that we actually make a second bag of holding, and we're going to hold all of our stuff in, all of our reactor stuff in. Means we're going to need some shears, and we're just going to shear our 1 sheep and hope that it gives us at least 3. Because she shears. Yep, it gave us 3. Okay, that's good. And our cotton has grown too, because with 8 cotton we can make 1 wool. And I think 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, that's a golem guy. Hey, where are you? Where'd you go? Come on, man. You're better than this. Or are you? Keep him away. Keep him away. Ah! Die. Die, son. Son. You're not my son. I don't have a son. Okay, so we'll just continue eating our melons here. Melon, melon, melon. And then we'll come into this. And we'll search up golden bag of holding. Golden bag of holding. So we're gonna need a chest, which is just that, and boom, chest. Golden bag of holding. So that's just wool and gold and block of gold. So now wool can actually be crafted out of white. Okay, that's 8, 9 cotton. Ooh, do we have that much cotton? Ooh. Wait, we have just enough. Ah, ah. One more golden bag of holding. Woo. Okay, just gonna start our stuff here. And now we can go down, check on our graphite. Graphittles. Okay. So now that we have at least some graph there. Now, fuel rod. You're going to need a lot of these. Keep clicking. Now, can we just like hold our mouse out here while I click? Because this is going to take a while. Because I don't want it to use all of our stuff in the system. 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. Now we're going to need a little over 3 stacks, so 64, so that's at least 1 stack down. No. Hopefully you guys can't hear that because I know my mouse is annoying. I've gotten some messages about that. Okay, so we're out of graphite right now. Okay, so at least our fuel rods are... We've got them started at least. Now I'm warning you guys, this is going to deplete our resources massively. And when I say massively, I mean massively. So much so massively that this was kind of scary getting into. But then I thought that, hey, once this is done, then I can just, once this is done, I'll be producing amazing amounts of power and I can just run the digital miner. Do. Okay, so we're just gonna, actually let's just sleep here. Why not, let's just pass the night. Let's see how our digital miner is doing. Come in, Torque. Whoops, that's in there. So we've got more stacks of coal, so you know what? I feel like we're gonna either need more yellorium or graphite. We'll work with what we have now, and if we need some more, we'll move our digital miner somewhere over that way. And one thing I forgot to cover last time, though, is in the config, you can max its radius out to 32, and that will mean it will mine in a radius of 32 blocks in every direction. So, yeah. Just a thing there, just to show you. And I think we're gonna make it. I think we might actually make this. And hopefully I've done all my math correctly. If not, it's always good to have more. More is always better. Unless it's of, you know, bombs hitting the earth, then more is not better in that case. Fuel rod, okay. Okay. Begin the clicking. Click faster, click faster, click faster. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Oh, we're almost there. We're almost there. We are almost there for fuel rods, and then we need 522 casings, which is a little over 9 stacks. Whew. I really should have started smelting up graphite before this. You know, how expensive is a alloy smelter factory? Factory? Okay, so you know, it's not that bad. I wonder if I can actually, like, advanced factory. It's just diamond dust. Elite factory is atomic cores. See, that could go up in a tiered system. But basically what factories are is they make it so you have more of the machine in just one little block. So, yeah. But I don't think it applies to alloy smelters, so. $33. Okay, so that still has stuff. Okay, we're gonna put this graphite back in here, and we will do this. Eventually we will do this. Ooh, whoops, we spelled fuel wrong. I don't know how to spell. Rod. All those choices just go down into one. Now we need a little over 3 stacks, so I think we're just going to make. I'm sorry if you guys can hear this. I know my mouse is very annoying, so I'm just going to try to talk over it. And 48. And I haven't done the exact math. No, I have a calculator right here. What is 64 plus 64? 64 plus 64 plus 64 well 64 Hey, we already had enough. We didn't even need this extra little 18. Okay. Well, we still good. That didn't waste that much graphite, so... Okay, now we need... 522 reactor casings, which is 64... So that's 2 stacks. That's 3 stacks. That's 4 stacks. 5 stacks. 6 stacks. 7 stacks. And 8 stacks. So we are going to need 8 stacks. 8 stacks and mental mat and 8 stacks and 10. So thankfully these go in 4s. So when they go, so 4 graphite makes 1. I mean 1 graphite makes 1, but they do it in things of 4, so the only thing, I think just in case